You were going to come out at the beginning when we got here, and you said it was too loud and too bright?
I felt like I was having a seizure, or I was going to, and we were having a really hard time breathing, and felt like I was going to throw up, so I just walked off. I just hope I can recover fast and start working and just get on to the next thing, really.
Yeah, you heard me say that what's important is, having some goals, having a plan, working on those things. And I think it's great to surround yourself with people that want you to succeed.
Yeah, and it's not as easy as that sounds, especially with a history of drug abuse. You've naturally pushed everyone away in your life, and you don't have a lot of good people in your life. And that's...
Yeah, it doesn't have to be easy. It just has to be doable.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And
I look forward to that day where there's a better support system.
And we've been talking about all of this. What do you think about all this?
I would like to look at what victimhood culture is. And when we look at that, I look at it as a frame to describe the entitlement of people to publicly express their rage, their fear, their pain when it's been invoked by intended or unintended microaggressions, jokes even, or behavior that happens from people in ways that they think is unacceptable. And listening to the stories of trauma that you've shared and stories of trauma that you have shared as well, there's been this question around what is a real victim versus what is not a real victim. When I look at it, it's not about the trauma itself so much as it is about the response to it. But the distinction is a person who stays in a victim mentality, they have the injured mindset, they see the world through the lens of their pain and of their trauma. And when a person is in an injured mindset, it's who they are, it's their identity. It's, if I may, it's you saying, I hope that something like this doesn't happen again, or I hope that I can, get through this. There are always going to be situations and circumstances that happen, but it is for you to find what is that level of resilience that I have within me? What are the characteristics that this circumstance has built up within me that I can now use to get through anything, no matter what it is. And you begin to love yourself, you begin to trust yourself, and know that regardless of the situations, regardless of the circumstances, I have the tools, I have the resources, I have the voice, I have the ear to be able to listen and also articulate my need.
Well, when I look at this screen in front of me right here, I see several things. Number one, you've obviously made a lot of good choices as a mother that are reflected in these two beautiful, bright young women here that are engaged in your life, obviously love their mother and want the best for you. And the difference between a dream and a goal is a timeline and some identifiable steps, because I don't think they want to let you get away with doing this someday. Because I've looked on my calendar, and someday is not a day of the week.
Today.
Yeah, I think they want you to do it. And I just want to get you to get unstuck. Inertia is the tendency for bodies at rest to remain at rest. And I think emotionally and personally, your life's a little inert, and they want you to get in motion. And so I think the three of you should work on that. And I would love to get you some professional help in that regard, just for you personally, privately. And I can do that just on your own schedule from your own home by connecting you with a personal therapist through Doctor On Demand, which is a company my son and I started. It's a telemedicine company that you can talk to someone from your own home and let them help you work out a plan to get going, and let you talk about any of the things you feel like you need to give a voice to, and put those things in their proper perspective and help you make an action plan. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
You'll take that help?
You betcha.
All right, I'm going to hold you to that.
Okay.
All right. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.